I'd rather use the Schwartz, but thanks. The one thing I loved about this game was the fact that it dumped you right into one of the scenes that we all wanted to play as kids. We all wanted to be Luke Skywalker making the trench run. Either that or Hoth. You know, in addition to the soundtrack just being amazing on this, the sound effects, the voice quality and everything is just, it's so much fun. Now that is straight out of the movie right there. And Ryan's here. Hey, bud. Have not played Resident Evil 2 on this. However, Resident Evil 4 was amazing. But I love the Wii version better. Pine Top, come here. Come on, buddy. Come on. What up, dog? I think I got it. Hey, Chit Chat, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by, everyone. Do appreciate it. Even you, thank you. Hey, we blew up the Death Star, bud. What do you say to that? So, oh, it was a little bit too low on my accuracy and took a little bit too long to get through to get the silver. And all we need to refill the tank a little bit. The Wii version of Resident is the best one for sure. You know what? And people, I know they crap on the motion controls, but what I loved about the Wii version was the motion controls. And it actually wasn't even the motion control. It was how accurate you could shoot at stuff. So I know Sean is a fan of Diet Dr. Pepper. Me, I'm a Cherry Coke guy if I don't have my my Sprecher handy. And I've been looking on eBay now the last couple of days for additional games to pick up. I do have Wave Race 60, or not Wave Race 64, Wave Race Blue something or other, whatever the GameCube version of Wave Race was. There's the remote. Yeah. I beat that game I don't know how many times. I'm sorry, I got to stop with the John Riggs impersonation here. Funny, there was a time where I would not go out without a hat on because of, well, obvious reasons. Sensors don't show any sign of the second convoy. How's audio sounding on your guys' end? I was playing around with it a little bit at the beginning of the stream. I turned up the gameplay audio. It was a little bit too hot. Turned it down. Got enemy fighters coming in.
We're surrounded. I copy, Wedge. We've got to blast our way through.
Got enemy fighters at .06. One of the things I had forgotten about when I started playing this game again was the radar mode, which is, especially in the vastness of space where no one can hear you scream.
Waiting your orders, Luke.
And have them go after the ties. Really makes it easier to find enemy fighters.
The transports are drawing heavy fire.
Now, just as a friendly reminder, guys, Wednesday is Valentine's Day. I would highly suggest that you do something amazing for your lady friends, or your boyfriends if you're like Rax. Here we go. Come on, come here, you. I have you now. Whoa.
Waiting your orders, Luke.
This was, I played the daylights out of this. I forget how many times I've beaten this game over the years and unlocked everything. It was just one of those games where it was a classic. I know Reggie, you check out his channel, he just had some really cool pickups last couple of days.
Luke, what about those modified stunt fighters? Good thinking, Wedge. Let's give those A-wings a try.
You know, I never played Star Fox Assault, Ryan. Is it any good?
You got it.
Because there's 2 Star Fox games, and one I think is supposed to be kind of crappy, and the other is supposed to be pretty decent. Get back to home 1 here.
We've lost a transport.
The A-Wings were always neat, but my favorite fighter in Star Wars was always the B-Wings. My friend Chris, wow, almost bought the farm there. He actually had one of the toys when we were kids. And it was too cool. Well, I must admit, as much of a Star Wars nerd as I am, I've still only seen The Last Jedi once in theater. Well, once, period. I'm not a fan of that movie. It reminded me a lot of Syndrome from The Incredibles, when everybody is special, nobody is. I really don't like what they have done with the Force and Luke Skywalker, quite honestly. Special effects wise, I thought it was great. Also didn't like the fact that they had Chewie be wasteful. He had already killed the porg, so why not eat it? Nope, he just threw it over his shoulder after he got the big sad eyes and everything. Oh, come on, how can I miss? I was right on him. This is one of the frustrating parts of this game, is just, you know, when you've only got 1 or 2 enemies left to destroy, you can't quite find them on your radar.
Waiting your orders. Go after those ties. I'm on it.
Here he is.
No enemies on sensors. Good job, guys.
See, I didn't care for Force Awakens a whole lot either. Hey, Mad Little Pixel, how you doing? Hey, so you remember the last live stream I did? We were talking about the Nincade and how I had some issues with my NES 30 controller. I filmed last night. I haven't done the editing yet. That should be up later on this week or early next week. Why did I lose my output? There we go. You know, I had mentioned that you know, just the lag and delay. Well, I had where was I going? The new one with the twin analog sticks. I picked up one of those, which I'll be doing a review on, like I said, and no latency issues, no lag, no loss of signal or anything. So it's got to be just something with that controller and the Nincade that it just doesn't quite work as well as it should. But thanks for your input on that. I really do appreciate that. If you guys haven't done so yet, make sure you check out Mad Little Pixel's channel. He's got some really cool stuff, especially if you're looking on the for information on the Analog Super NT. Probably not going to review it on my channel. He's got, what do you got, like 6 or 7 videos at least of that? And actually, it's one of the reasons why I'm not doing it, is because guys like you did such an amazing job. I don't think there's much more that I could say about it. That, and I'm a little salty about their shipping charges. $35 is, yeah, it's. I understand you're trying to recoup margin somewhere, but that's kind of a crappy place to do it. Got him.
Waiting your orders. Go after those ties. I'm on it.
I'm having an issue. I got to find out where my cables are coming out of my switch box down below. I was trying it. Another thing that I had filmed last night for review for the upcoming week is Cool Digital sent me one of their AV to HDMI adapters. And the thing that I appreciate about them sending it to me was they emailed me and said, hey, we've got this thing. Do you want to review it? And I told them, it's like, I hate these things. They're not very good. They're like, no, ours is a whole lot better. I'm like, I understand you claim that. I'm not a fan of these things. No, ours is a whole lot better. Okay, I don't like these things. No, ours is a whole lot better. Try it out. So I did, and they sent it out to me. And I could not get it to work with my N64 whatsoever. Yeah, so a little insight there. Not a fan of the Cool Digital AV to HDMI adapter. It does do a few things better. Yeah, Chit Chat, I'm down in Champaign, so you know, it does do a few things better than some of the cheaper ones, like the like this one here, which I've used in the past. But yeah, still not a great, especially when the 8-bit games are in. They're really bad.
Rogue leader, the Imperials have landed on Hoth and are moving in our direction.
Now, one of the things I always thought was cool about here is, if you look closely, there are probe droids here that you can take out.
Awaiting your orders.
Take out those cannons.
We copy, Luke. We're going after the cannons.
Check your fire.
So, Chit Chat, let me ask you this. There is, in Milwaukee later this year, actually I think it's in April, there is a retro game con. Are you thinking about going to it? That may actually be the first one I head to. I gotta do some more checking into it. I know I really want to go to Portland Retro Gaming Expo. And I think I might go to the Missouri Game Con as well. Part of it, quite honestly, I just want to meet up with Riggs. I want to buy that man a beer because he has been so much help to me over the years that if I can show my appreciation a little bit, I would love to do that. Dude, you ordered 2 of them? You are the man. I guess I know who got the good tax refund this year. Where are we at? Yeah, and like I say, on this with Rogue Squadron 2, it surprisingly still really holds up really, really well. I mean, you figure this was released in 2001? Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not a PS4 quality, but, you know what? It's damn good. I would not be, you know, I would pay 20, 25 bucks for this on the Switch's virtual console, or whatever they end up calling it.
Excellent, Rogue Group. We'll take it from here.
Yeah, EOGO, yeah.
We've got Imperial walkers approaching from the north.
Really, Ryan? I may take you up on that. So here's the cool thing: is my brother actually lives up in Portland, so I have you know, potentially a place to stay, and I've been up there once before to cover the, I think it was the 2002 Roar On-Road Nationals at Rose City RC Speedway. I think that's what it was called. For RC Driver Magazine.
Awaiting your orders.
Main thing right now I got to keep an eye on, Ryan, for Portland Retro Gaming Expo is airfare. So Southwest doesn't really have any great... Hey, Viking! Southwest doesn't have any really great fares there. I know coming out of St. Louis, there is... Oh, what was Midwest Express? Frontier, that's the other one I'm thinking of. Is another option. I really don't like flying American or United. So if I can avoid that, I'm going to. I think a lot of it on my travel this year just depends on how the channel goes. Oh, you're tied in with the Oregon Gaming Group? That's awesome. I know I post in there quite often. Jeff from Smash JT hooked me up with the invite there, so
Awaiting your orders.
I know those guys. I share a bunch of my... Oh, crap! Cube prices. I can't believe I just did that. Wow, that screwed me up. I only fly Delta. I prefer to fly Delta Wings. Bad joke. That's a bad RC joke. See, because here's the thing, Ryan, is I got to come out, since I sent John that drone for Christmas, I got to show him how to fly it. He sent me a Facebook message the other day. He's like, this is a little bit too big to fly indoors, isn't it? I'm like, yes, it is. Oh, crap, I need to look at the app for him, too.
Awaiting your orders.
You're going to go after the EPSTs. Let's record as a wife who works. Yep, I get that. See, Chit-Chat, if you're up in Chicago, you've got both Midway and O'Hare you can fly out of, too. The problem with down here in Champaign is Champaign and Bloomington airports, unless you pay through the nose, the airfares, you're going to get raped down. Oh, Eric! I guess I didn't realize that was you. So then you were the one who was sending me those perverse tweets earlier today. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Well, and plus a lot of it, I just want to I want to see Ryan's storefront. I want to meet some of the guys and gals that are up there. I want to go to the, I want to go to Kelsey's shop and check that out. I want to check out some of the racetracks up there too. I know Scott Brown for Team Associated. He's got his off-road track is up there. I haven't seen Scott in probably 4 or 5 years. Very good guy, really fast driver too. Dear Lord, is that man fast.
Awaiting your orders.
Take out those fighters for me.
Copy, Wedge. Going after the fighters.
Now, again, I'm playing on the Spice Orange GameCube that I actually got for Christmas from my girlfriend. So if you guys see Ginger floating around in the chat, make sure you tell her how awesome she is. Purchased through liveactiongames.com, facebook.com/LAG217. Adrian has been another huge supporter, just like Ryan, on the channel. I didn't have this modded yet last week when it came time to test out the GCHD, so he actually loaned me a standard GameCube so that I could test it out on both the Japanese and American versions. Now, one thing, I know, we like to talk about imports and everything. This is not compatible, from my understanding, and Ryan, correct me if I'm wrong, it's not compatible with the PAL versions. Or it is compatible and you just don't get some of the benefits. I don't remember exactly what it is. Pause here real quick. Epic Yarn for the win. Yeah! Dude, the local stores here didn't have them. Need to check out some of the Portland game store sales for pairs of a large store. That's very cool. I don't know why, and maybe, Ryan, you can help explain this. Why is Portland so huge in retro gaming? I don't get that.
Transports prepare for departure. We're leaving now.
30 minutes south of Portland. So I know one of the things, so Portland's big for retro gaming. In my day-to-day stuff, RC racing, Milwaukee is actually really huge for that. That's actually, my old home track was in Milwaukee. We've had Paul Lemieux, who's a 7 or 8 time national champion, is from there. Chad Dew is from there. We've got a lot of really fast racers from southeast Wisconsin. So just wondering if there's anything specific that lends Portland to being big for the retro scene. We just had the same organizers the longest. That makes consistency is huge.
Wedge, we suspect there might be some sort of Imperial installation hidden in the asteroid field.
Look at the detail as the Y-wings fly by. Just the detail that pops. That just with the standard cables you don't get. Now I know some people have asked. All right, I have the high end, the $200 to $300, cables for this. Should I buy this? You know, quite honestly, for me, I would say it's a hard sell at that point, just because you already have a really good video solution, unless you are specifically looking for an HDMI output. I don't know that you're going to gain a whole lot for what you spend. Kind of wish Rax was in here. I know he's been doing a lot of live streams the last couple of nights too, so he may be crashed out tonight. But I want to see if the package I sent him, if you got that yet. Indications are that it may have been delayed a couple of days. Oh, you want the ice blue copy of John Mac, huh? Oh! Rock and roll! I guess that'd be more like a boulder or a asteroid. Alright, where are you guys? Behind me, huh? Can't shake him!
Come, we know you're out there. Attention, rebel pilot. Surrender yourself, and we'll show you leniency.
Alright, there we go. This Y-wing flies like a tank. My goodness. It doesn't push, it shoves, to use racing terms. This thing turns on a $10 bill.
Rogues 3 and 4. Follow me. Got it, Chief.
Alright, forming up my squad here, trying to take out some of these guys. If you haven't heard yet, Castlemania Games is going to be having a... it is the Super Retro Trio Plus, along with the kind of a transparent blue Joe and Mac cartridge. Kind of reminds me of the caveman lawyer from Saturday Night Live a little bit. Where are you? Unfrozen caveman lawyer. Sorry guys, I will try not to sing anymore. Kind of trying to keep up on the chat, but also trying to fight off these ties. So if I miss anything, I apologize. Steroids in the Olympics. Discuss amongst yourselves. Alright, we're going to go after those ties, because I can't flip and see them. Also looking for suggestions, too. Oh! I died to did. Other games I've got to pick up for the GameCube. I mean, I've got a couple that I'm keeping an eye on myself. Trying not to do the eBay thing. Trying to buy local as much as possible. But sometimes it just isn't.
Maybe I should switch to my ion cannons.
Ooh, got shot down again. Love Story didn't let us give the maximum we can push their strength. How crappy is Raw? I don't know. I turned it on for a couple minutes. It's like, yeah, this is not very good. So I turned it off. I gotta remember, how do I switch weapons again? eBay's blasters are free. Yeah, I would rather support, even so. I don't know how much of a national chain this is, but around here we got a group of stores called Disc Replay, and they're okay. I like the guys that work there enough. They keep an eye out for stuff for me when I'm looking for it. But I mean, by and large, I'd rather buy from the folks over at Live Action Games. Just, it's a smaller one-man operation, really. Ooh, what am I getting shot at by? Getting shot at from over here from something. Got him. All right, how in the world do I switch to my ion cannons again? Oof. I died it. So, well, I think that's enough here just on Star Wars. So we've got a couple other options here. Let's see. Yeah, disc replay and video games, etc. Yep. Semi-national. So, I don't think I've actually played Metroid Prime myself, except for on the Wii. I have played that one. Luigi's Mansion, which we had last week that I showed you guys. F-Zero GX, and Ikaruga, which is super, super hard. Hey, Level 1 Online, thank you much. If you're looking to make a post in Retron. Yep, I don't want to bug you guys with stuff like that because I'm not local. I always think about doing it. That's why I tend to throw stuff up on Twitter and the page and stuff like that. I just don't want to bug you guys, I feel like I posted that one time in... on the page too. It's like, I don't want to spam you guys with stuff, but if you're cool with it, thank you. The Oregon Retro Gamers have got it's a closed group that actually, Chit Chat, you should probably be in there too. They've got a lot of really cool stuff. Quick question, does that HDMI adapter do any upscaling? It does not. The best you're going to get out of it is going to be 480. Let me see here if I can... If the remote... No, it does not. Keep an eye out. I actually rendered tonight a video kind of going through the different menu options on it. And one of the things is going through the different resolutions that it supports. It'll be live for Patreons tomorrow, and then Wednesday to the general public. You know what? Like I say, I've never really spent a whole lot of time playing it. I'm going to throw Metroid Prime in real quick, so bear with me for a moment. Sickle. Oh, thank you, Eric. Now, one thing, and again, where's my controller? On here, what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to make one other change real quick. Hang on, guys. error has occurred. Oh. I think it's... Hang on, guys. I don't know what's going on here, guys. Hang on. Son of a fuck. It was really weird, guys. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on with my copy of Metroid, but how about some F-Zero GX? That was really bizarre. This is one, if you guys are watching in the chat, the one thing I would recommend doing is go to your settings in the lower right-hand corner, go to quality, and crank it up to 1080p. This is definitely something you'll want to watch in full resolution. So it's rather weird how that ended up working. So again, for those just joining us, this is the EON Gaming GCHD adapter. This is a plug-and-play kit for the Nintendo Gamecube. We are using the purple controller on here. I feel a little dirty using a purple controller with a Spice Orange Gamecube. Yeah, every once in a while, since I've got this modded, it doesn't seem like the disc spools up, so I've got to double check to make sure I don't have a cold solder joint in there or something. Now, where is it here? Now, just in case we want to later, I can always throw this bad boy in too. And this, you don't have to worry if the disc is scratched. Demon Sword. Thanks, Ryan. So this is just an insanely sharp-looking game on the GameCube. I would say this could almost be released, could have been released on the Wii U, as sharp as it is now, at the with the HDMI output and everything. Like, I would really love to see this at 1080p. And this is one of them. If they are going to do like a remaster or even just a follow-up, that they really should consider doing. One difference on this versus like the original F-Zero is the fact that you start off against all of the cars versus the first lap is just you and the three main rivals, and then adding them in on the second lap. Now this, you got all of them right away. And an amazing soundtrack, I will say, too. I screwed that one up a little bit. Come on, 8th, 6th. Woohoo! Nice come from behind. Now, I'm seeing a little bit of lag on my end on the monitor. Let me know if it's lagging on your end too, guys. I just want to make sure that there's nothing negative coming through on your side. Nice close finish at the end. And we'll move to the next level here. Here, go to bed. We have work in the morning. No. I can sleep when I am dead. How's this look with Mario Sunshine? Like, yeah, I can throw that in. Let me do one or two more on this, and then we'll throw Mario Sunshine in. I'm hesitant to do Mario games just because those really, really tend to raise a red flag and get copyright strikes on. Well, and Eric, I know you were a little late to the stream. I don't know if you know this or not, but John was actually here a little bit earlier. Got John Riggs here. Sorry, had to do it. And if not for his daughters, I probably would not have done that ever. But the fact that I sent him the shirt and everything, which I've still yet to see him wear, I said, "Oh, Dad, it's you!" I thought that was too cute. Oh, I meant to do that. So yeah, we'll finish up this level, Eric, and then I will throw Mario Sunshine in. I thought it was funny. I had someone earlier today on a video, I forget what it was. Basically, had ripped me to shreds. And I said, "Okay, so what do you want to see different on the videos?" "Well, you do a really good job. You do this, that, and the other thing. But one of the things I really like is the fact that you show the EverDrives and everything." I'm like, dude, I don't even own an EverDrive. What about? I do not owe you anything, Sylvia. Not a thing. He doesn't like dark colored shirts or black. Oh, is that what it is? Oh, I didn't know that. I should have gotten him a gray then. So that's what F-Zero GX looks like. And I'm going to set my mic down here as we load up Mario Sunshine. Where is it? There we go. My little shrine to Mario there. Are you flippin' kidding me? Wait. I think I know where it is. Give me a moment. If this is... Oh, I will be mad. I will be very, very disappointed. It was in my Wii. I don't have the purple GameCube. It's at Live Action Games. All right, Eric. Now, I do actually have my cordless Spice Orange GameCube controller here. Ah,